first speech is going to be Celeste. Her title is called California Gold. Celeste is going to inform us about a beautiful place she has visited many times in her life. Harrison Ford also shares this infinity, and many who visit do not know its rich history. Please help me welcome Celeste.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. There's this place with sparkly blue waters and white sand beaches, temperatures between 60 and 80 degrees all year long, and a rich wildlife. This place happens to be only 22 miles away from here, and it's called Santa Catalina Island. I have provided you all with handouts, some of which I'll get into, but I'd like to give you an introduction to not only Catalina's rich history, but also its wildlife conservancy, as well as the tourist activities that you can do there today. It all started early on. Native Americans inhabited Santa Catalina Island. They called the island Pimu originally, and they were Pimusians. And they mostly hunted and gathered, and eventually created a soapstone quarry that became very lucrative for their tribe. And as time passed, some Spanish settlers landed on the island, and in 1602, our Spanish settler named the island Santa Catalina Island because he spotted it on the feast of the Saint Catherine, the day of the feast of Saint Catherine. His name was Dominique Sanders something. I don't know that last name. But after the Spanish settled the island, it went back and forth. There were pirates who smuggled items between California's coastline and what was the island of Santa Catalina. And we had gold diggers come out to Santa Catalina. And eventually, after many back and forth ownerships of the island, Mr. William Wrigley Jr. decided to buy the island. And this was a turning point for the island, as he was a very savvy businessman, and he decided he was going to develop it for tourists. And so he built the casino, or started building the casino, which is an iconic feature. In the pictures you can see is the building with the red tile roof. And construction had to stop as World War I started, and he continued to hold on to the island as they used it for a military operation. And as we came out of World War I, he finished the casino in 1929 and created all kinds of spectacles and events for Californians to be able to know about the island and come out there and visit as a tourist. He built a pier, and so in today's world we have cruise ships that will stop by our island. But back when Wrigley developed it, it really was a desolate island with a lot of unique creatures, but wasn't very well conserved. And so he created what was called the Santa Catalina Island Conservatory. And today, the island remains owned by this nonprofit organization that conserves both the wildlife on land, sea, and air. So it's a loved treasure of California's coastline, and I named my speech California's Gold because of Huell Hauser's show, if anyone knows the reference. Maybe I'm dating myself, even though I'm young. But in any case, not Huell Hauser up here. Santa Catalina also has developed its wildlife conservancy into modern day. So post-World War II, where the island again was shut down for military operation and then reopened to tourism after the fact in the 60s, it began to really focus on preserving and saving the Catalina island fox, which is native just to the island. as well as many other creatures that were native to the island. They have an orange-tip butterfly, the Catalina orange-tip butterfly, as well as a few others, 37 species to be specific. And they have over 120 species of birds there. And my favorite are the fish wildlife, which is why I printed out a handout for you of all the fish wildlife that they have in Catalina that's preserved and not allowed to be fished anymore. The history leads into the tourism in that Wrigley built a mansion and has a hotel there, as well as a few other hotels in town. But today you can visit Catalina Island and not only do a zip line, you can lay out on the beach, you can scuba dive, snorkel, do all kinds of different land tours to see one of the most unique creatures you would expect to see on an island, which is bison. I don't know if any of you know the history of Catalina and the fact that they have buffalo on the island, but this all happened in the early 1900s with the filming of a Native American, and the buffalo actually never made the cut in the movie, but they left them on the island, they overpopulated the island, they had to give the buffalo some birth control, and the buffalo now remain at about 150 on the island. So I hope that I filled you with a lot of fun facts about this treasure off 22 miles off our coastline. Another fun fact is that you can go there for free on your birthday via the Catalina Express. I don't know if you knew this, but lots of folks take advantage of that $70 deal on their birthday. And so that's where I will be on Monday. Thank you guys.